Okay.
Sheriff, you need to back up out of my face, sir.
You have no authority.
You're not gonna tell me what to do,
It's intriguing to observe how frequently ego interferes with the responsibilities of a police officer and even prompts them to turn against their colleagues. Today, we'll examine 3 instances where a law enforcement officer acted against their fellow officers. On January 30th, 2024, a Lexington police officer noticed a vehicle exceeding the speed limit. He promptly initiated a traffic stop and pulled over the driver. However, as he approached the driver, he was taken aback by the individual's identity.
Hello.
Are you sure Jameson? I'm going to SWAT call out.
Okay, sir, this is Polion. Could you do an 85 and a 55?
I was going.
Going where?
Call out.
Where are we going?
SWAT call out right over here.
I didn't know we had one.
We have an armed guy barricaded in the house. He used to be a police officer. And
Where at?
right down here on.
Here in Lexington?
Yeah.
We have an armed person we don't know about.
The individual caught speeding was Cleveland County Sheriff Chris Amazon, who was rushing to respond to a SWAT call. Surprisingly, the Lexington Police Department was unaware of this situation. Consequently, the officer contacted a police chief to inquire about the circumstances.
Call our chief and let him know. 301 next. 301. According to the Cleveland County Sheriff, we have a hostage situation at that location.
Shortly afterward, Lexington. Police Chief Ronnie Johnson arrived at the scene, visibly upset for being kept uninformed about the incident. He appeared on the verge of expressing his frustration.
Captain Tom? Captain Hawk?
Yeah.
Where's the name?
Excuse me, sir.
What's going on here? We realized that I'd like to know what's going on in my own city. We would have notified you, sir.
We would have?
Yeah. Well, hold on.
I've been down there at the PD the whole day.
According to the call, it says Lexington was notified, they refused to respond according to our call.
Sit down here, guys.
Okay, I don't know who the said that. First of all, sir, I know you're the chief. You're not going to talk to me like that. I'm just telling you the call says.
I don't appreciate all of this going on and nobody notified me thing about it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
As the chief vented his frustration, Deputy Sizem Monsky attempted to interject, which the other officers did not appreciate, prompting them to confront him.
Sir, I am too. You're not going to talk about chief like that, sir. That's not going to happen.
You can get the out of my face. I don't give a who you are. Okay? This is my county, too.
Back up, man. Back up. No, you don't.
This is going to be good.
According to
Okay?
the call,
You need to stop.
Lexington PD was notified.
Chill out. Back up. Everything's going to be okay. But you need to back up.
I get it that you're
You can back up.
Negative.
Deputy Sizem Monsky showed no restraint and displayed a lack of respect for his colleagues. He then proceeded to take actions that further escalated the already tense situation.
This right here ain't what
We're not going to be disrespectful.
Okay?
Sheriff, you need to back up out of my face, sir.
You have no authority.
You're not going to tell me what to do, You're not going to get in my sheriff's face.
you want to do that?
Just like you told me.
Your hands off me, man.
Back up, John.
pull him back.
No, he
He's
just
in the
came over my
sheriff's
face and
face.
said the same
Go to jail.
Stop.
He's getting ready to go to jail.
Stop.
You need to back off. This is our operation. This is our county. Understand?
Oh, yeah. Perfectly clear.
Go 10-8.
Perfectly clear. Come on.
Let's run that.
I want that lieutenant's name. So I can put his hands on me.
Following the altercation, Chief Johnson and the officer decided to leave the scene, deferring the incident to the sheriff's department. Johnson later addressed the media, emphasizing that this wasn't the first time the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office had excluded them from crucial information. The Cleveland County Sheriff's Office also acknowledged the unfortunate incident and issued a statement expressing remorse, while also attempting to provide context for the actions of their deputies. We can only hope for a thorough investigation, although given that it is being conducted internally within the department, our expectations for a fair and just outcome are limited. However, this wasn't the first instance of conflict between police officers and sheriff deputies. A similar incident within a jail setting was even more intense.
them goddamn supervisors can.
I understand. I get that.
So I can get the out the way.
On July 16, 2022, several Columbus police officers arrived at the Mogi County Jail with their detainees, only to discover that they were not permitted inside. The day before, the jail, which is operated by the Sheriff's County Office, had changed its policy from first come, first served to prioritizing the booking of deputies' prisoners, followed by state troopers and then police officers. However, the officers were left stranded outside the building without prior knowledge of this change.
Hey, Snipes, they're still denying us. God bless America. They won't let us in.
They won't let y'all in. They won't let me in.
Ain't that right?
No, you go in there before us, I'm gonna raise hell.
Watch this.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna file a complaint, a legitimate complaint.
That might look good. Mean bun. Go at home. Boom. Out of there.
Central, SB1, please.
Lieutenant Ness are about to get a complaint. 100%. That is the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen in my life.
Hey.
What do you think? How my legs so bad?
As a sheriff's deputy arrived on the scene, they immediately bypassed the line and entered the jail. The officers, who were already on edge, became agitated upon witnessing this behavior, prompting another deputy to come out and provide an explanation.
Wait a minute.
Oh, don't yell it. Don't start yelling. Hey, come on.
All right, I'm gonna file a complaint.
That's fine. That's fine. Good. How are you? Y'all have directives. I have directives. Sheriff says ain't nobody coming in. Only 5 at a time. SO and GSP has priority.
So, SO has priority, even
GSP
though...
and then you guys. I mean, this is beyond my control. I don't have anything, so don't yell at me. All right. As soon as that last one gets cleared, I'm going to bring in 5.
Hey, yeah, unless another SO unit shows up.
This is not my decision.
Every officer from the Columbus Police Department was deeply upset by this behavior, and they made sure to express their frustrations.
Because I'm about to have a stroke. This is a failure of justice.
And the jail does not like us, so we have 5 people sitting here outside waiting. It's wonderful. The sheriff is very pissed with us, okay? And he runs the jail, so.
Amidst this situation, one of the officers parked his car in a way that blocked the deputy's vehicle, who had previously cut them off. This action was likely to provoke the sheriff's deputy, who was already extremely flustered.
Them goddamn supervisors can.
I understand. I get that.
So I can get the out the way. All right, so I got a call to go to. I can't go to the car because y'all want to play stupid ass childish game.
At this point, tensions were escalating, with one of the officers even reaching for his weapon. Meanwhile, Deputy Atkins was still attempting to move the vehicle so he could exit the jail premises.
I'm gonna go get my stuff because this is getting stupid. I'm not gonna be de-armed outside of the jail.
You need to get somebody to get the goddamn car so I can get out. They want to play games. Y'all ain't letting them in, so they don't want to let me out. I hope I don't see you get your ass whooped on the street, because I'm gonna drive the by, and you can tell your goddamn supervisor and everybody else I sit there. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Do it. I'll see you in the car, because I got a goddamn car to go to. And you don't want to move the goddamn car, huh? Yeah. Don't stop for me. Don't stop for me. Don't move away for me.
As the Columbus police officers refused to move the car aside, the sheriff's deputies had to contact their chief in an attempt to find a resolution.
I don't know, but I'm probably gonna quit. This is so stupid.
Back it up so we don't have to bring his ass.
Listen, man, I'm only doing what my supervisor told me. I understand. This is ridiculous, and I hate that I'm dealing with this shit. But you're gonna have to talk to the sergeant over there.
No, I'll be talking to the chief. Hey, Chief, I'm sorry. We got a situation over here. We got CPD won't let our guys out, and they're about to go to blows. I'm asking your CPD officer to back up his car, and he's saying that his supervisor told him not to let him.
And again, no one on our side is threatening.
We're having a tit for tat over here. Hold on. Roll down your window.
The situation was becoming increasingly tense as more pressure was placed on the officer tasked with blocking the deputy's car. Meanwhile, additional police calls were coming in, which they continued to ignore.
We gotta stop playing these games. This is retarded.
Yes.
I know most of us are kind of at a standstill. Do I have anybody on Forest Road reference to 7511?
Hey, sorry, we got it.
We're all standing on the wall of the jail.
What car is this? Hey, move your car, bro.
Fantastic.
All right, I'm get who your sergeant is. Hey, he's with the chief. Okay. Sorry, he's with the chief. He's with the chief. Sorry.
What's your name? Got there, started rolling up, and shut it right before I got there.
Give him a second. Give him a second. I hear you. I hear you. What is it, Sally Moore? Yes, sir. Go ahead and back it up. Back it up. All right.
Just as it appeared the officer might resolve the situation, the sergeant stormed out, refusing to reconcile with the sheriff's deputies.
Hey, Fairbanks, no. You stay right there, man.
Hey, sorry. Yeah, your sergeant over here telling him not to move. His locker. Chief said he's not moving. We gotta get somebody over here. We gotta put this. This ain't respectful. Hey, they got my guy locked in. What I gotta do with this shit? Like, I don't want to fight. Everybody in.
The situation was escalating, and a supervisor had to step in to calm down his deputies as he directed them elsewhere. While some may argue that the police officers overreacted, this female officer clearly had a different perspective on the matter.
I try to get through, and they immediately, halfway open it, shut it on me, and I hear through there's a deputy saying on the radio, that female officer's trying to get into the door. Do not let her in that door. Do not let any officer through that door.
From PD.
From the jailer. The jailers are saying that through their radio. So they won't even let us through the door. There's one person inside there, and now they booked the sheriff guys out, and he's like screaming at us to move our vehicles. They won't even let any of our guys in. They won't book any of our guys. They won't even let us in to use the bathroom, nothing. Nothing.
I think this is where...
This is it.
This is as bad as it can get.
Like, we can't principal summons.
The jail, which fell under the jurisdiction of the sheriff's office, appeared to have acted against the interests of the police officers, who were visibly upset by the treatment.
You guys got a call, but then my sergeant's telling me not to move.
Right. I have this.
And then when I started backing up, he told me to stop again.
What about arrested all of them for not doing their job?
All right. Okay.
This is
crazy.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave the keys in there, dude. I really not wanting to be a part of to get charged with a crime, dude, for a stand, dude. I'm telling you right now, bro.
I'm transporting.
Possession Schedule 2, obstruction, and drug-related objects.
So far, it's all felons. All right. Get in your cars before you people outside.
The officers waited outside the jail for hours, but their efforts seemed to yield no favorable outcome. Disheartened by this situation, they opted to take their prisoners to 6th Avenue.
Man, damn court date, let me go to court.
All CPD prisoners at the jail, just leave me out there in between the streets, between the building of the SO and the CPD. We'll have our meeting there.
Let's have a seat. Watch your head, okay?
It's sad, man. They doing this shit.
Watch your legs, okay?
And also said he was going to ram the car, so.
Oh, yeah, he said he's going to run into the car.
So, I mean.
He's going to pass right by us if he ever sees us getting our ass beat on the street.
This is rock bottom.
Eventually, the police officers had to release their prisoners with a court summons, requiring the inmates to return to court later this month. It was indeed a disheartening incident to witness, and what's even more troubling is the fact that during this encounter, a robbery was taking place, and none of the officers attempted to respond. However, later on, the sheriff and the Columbus police chief met and set aside their differences. The sheriff also released a statement claiming that their relations remained intact, and both parties continued to work together to this day. It was a tough night, but what happens when a police officer is caught breaking the law by their superiors?
I can't
can't go right
You're going down.
Okay, well, what if I don't?
We gonna have a problem.
It all began on January 13th, 2021, when a distressed caller notified the Bossier City Police Department about a police unit being driven erratically. The caller also claimed that the driver almost hit a mailbox and swerved into opposite lanes. Shortly afterward, 2 supervisors from the police department contacted the driver and approached him in a grocery store parking lot.
They both look to the right. Other than that, unless I drop something, whatever, hit the curb or whatever, or in the middle line, but I can go around the car if you like. So you got off at 6 o'clock today? I did. I got 2 kids. Did you show your dad or I did. So you've been up since last night?
The driver was identified as the off-duty police officer Travis Coker. As one of the supervisors went to search Coker's car, he discovered something suspicious.
Extra tram, or what call it? Yeah. They call it the business. So you taking a couple days?
No, not today. Not a will. That's Frank. I gave that to him.
So you think you're good to go for driving?
100%.
Look,
No, I know. And that's why I had to shoot. I was trying to get everything ready. Got home, got the kids on the school bus, met Daddy, got all that situated, just trying to pick the house up. He didn't use prescription. He can't walk. So I'm saying, what?
Coker claimed to be completely fine and stated that he hadn't taken any medication that day. However, when the supervisor returned and proposed a simple test, Coker appeared hesitant, indicating potential guilt.
Sorry, I can't do it. I got a sick kid at home. I can't. That's why I'm trying to get back to it. Trying to get that prescription. Can't even walk. I'll be glad to come there just a little bit.
But I don't feel safe with you driving like that.
Hey, can I get somebody to come get me? I promise you, Lieutenant Captain, I am fine. If I hit something, it was dropping my phone. It ain't the slip.
Listen to me. You're going to have to go this drive without this over.
Okay, I'm saying I can't do that.
I'm telling you that right now.
Officer Coker attempted to avoid the drug test, and despite multiple requests from the supervisor, he refused to comply.
What's the problem?
You probably administrative leave.
Because I can't go right to see because I'm on my off time.
Listen to me. You're operating.
I wasn't even driving.
Coker.
Captain, I love you to death. I mean,
but you put me in a bad. You put me in a bad spot.
Captain, I'm in the only spot I can be in, man. I'm trying to take care of my family.
You're gonna have to go there, okay?
I can't go there right now, Captain.
Coker insisted that he wasn't prepared for the test at that moment. However, he assured them that he would return to the department after visiting home. Nonetheless, the officers were not pleased with his behavior.
If you was in your POV, listen, I would be. Listen in the shop. If you was in your POV, we wouldn't be out here. I know that. But you in the city vehicle. Right. And it's her word again. She got some videotape.
This is not court. This is an administrative deal.
I know that, but I'm just saying, anybody's out here, the police, like I said, if I drop my phone over the line, I'm not out there. But I have to get to, give me 35 minutes. I'll come back and
can't do that.
Okay, can I get somebody to come get me?
You gotta
come with us. If you refuse, you're not gonna have no choice but to put you on the street. What does that mean? That means that we have to take your gun, take your badge, and then we gotta go through the chief.
Despite the supervisor's threat to place him on leave if he failed to comply, Coker remained adamant about returning home.
You're going to take the test, or you're not going to take the test? I will take the test today. I just can't take it right this second.
So here's the deal, to make it perfectly clear. What he's explaining to you is that he and the captain are giving you an order being in patrol administration, okay, you're under their command that you have to submit to reasonable suspicion testing.
There is,
for the
what is the
department.
reasonable suspicion?
It's not for
But,
debate.
hey,
Listen to
I'm just saying, explain to me the
Coker,
reasonable suspicion.
you're arguing. Look,
I'm asking.
okay,
Sergeant,
they.
don't worry about it. He's been policing law. It's not in Texas. You don't understand what we're saying right now. You're not going to understand what we're saying. Okay, so we just
One of the supervisors reached a breaking point as he was astonished by the level of ignorance being displayed by an officer.
See, you gotta go for reasonable suspicion. There's something. You gotta go.
I can't go right this second. Can you give me 30 minutes?
And we're gonna make sure whatever your family needs are, we'll make sure those family needs are taken care of.
I have to take care of it. My mother died 2 weeks ago. I have a daddy that I didn't ask for this. Captain, I'm not trying to make your job hard. None of y'all's job. Y'all know me. I mean, I'm not maybe making mine hard because I got nothing said I had to go home and go to sleep. Am I going to go to sleep? Yeah. But I had to think that's the night thing. I told you. I'm juggling it the best I can. The very best I can. I go to work every day. Are you going to submit to the testing? I will go to any test y'all want me to go to. Just give me just a little bit of time.
Can't do that.
At this point, it was abundantly clear that Mr. Coker was being dishonest, as he continued to fabricate excuses in the following minutes.
Here we are. And you said you got family? I do. I got family. I'm on my off day. Yeah, I understand that. But you in our car. I am in your car, which I was not driving when y'all pulled up. But it's somebody that don't like the police, Captain. Is there something wrong with your car?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't. This is not a DWI.
Right, I know it's not. I ain't drinking drive. You know you're not getting back in the car to drive. That's fine. I'm gonna get my stuff out of it. When? Right now. It's my stuff. I can believe I can get it. It's my personal stuff.
Take a chance of being terminated. I'm not saying it's gonna happen.
But over what, Captain?
Because right now, the way you acting, we're trying to do our job. We're trying to do something. You are being respectful.
I'm being as respectful as I can be.
Are you going? Yes or no?
Captain, I have an obligation at home. I'm off. I'm not going right now. It's a yes or no answer. I'm not going right now. And I get my personal stuff out of my car. I guarantee you we can look around and everybody's broke policy. Okay. They got body cameras on? No. That's against policy.
The situation deteriorated, and the supervisor refused to grant him any leniency. Mr. Coker began to get confrontational and even rude at times.
Listen, you don't want to stand, Coker. I got the keys to the car. I need that money. We're going to get my money. We're going to get you the money. Nobody trying to keep your money from you. Nobody going to keep your money. Why can't I get it now?
Step to front part.
You can get it from me. Stand in front of that.
Good, how are you?
Now I'm in trouble now.
No.
What I need to stand in front of the damn vehicle? Because I said so. That's what. So who you say so? You ain't a right to me to do that. That's the one I don't trust you. I don't care if you trust me or not. What you did. That's fine. I don't want you to do me. How about that? I'm not under arrest. Can you grab my book and do it?
There's no plausible explanation for why Coker would be so resistant to the task, other than the possibility that he knew he was under the influence of a substance.
Treat me like she ain't mad at none of y'all.
We're not treat you like anything, Coker. We had a complaint. We got to see through it. But you're hindering us from doing what we got to do.
Y'all really think that I'm going to go? Come on, man. I've got none of my prescriptions out of the car that I have to take today, bro.
I've told you. They've given you a direct order. You have to go submit to chemical testing.
Why? Under what ground?
They don't have to have grounds.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Did I get pulled for a ring?
It doesn't matter. Then take it up with your attorney and civil service. I suggest you do.
I've already read it. I know it.
However, the officers did reach a resolution with Mr. Coker, allowing him to call someone to pick him up and eventually leave the area. Despite this, the heated altercation between the officers showed no signs of abating.
You don't have to get escalated because the thing is you're OJ. Okay? And you might have the car, but you don't have it. Okay? And then I'm just going to cut and drive. Okay? I think I'm good. Okay, go ahead and tell me. Don't get too close. Then back up on me. I'm right here. Okay? I'm not just standing right there. I don't stand right there. I'm just saying, I don't want this thing to escalate. How's it going to escalate? You tell me. I don't know. it's going to escalate because I'll stand on the curb. Yeah, I know you don't.
Officer Coker put his entire career in jeopardy by refusing to accompany the officers and undergo a simple test. It's baffling how a law enforcement officer would disregard his job in such a manner.
If you would just stop for 1 second, just think. This whole time, while we sit up here going through everything that we've gone through, not wanting to go.
It's not wanting to go. Captain, I go to space with you. You want me to? You know that. That I have no hard feelings toward anybody. I don't know what was said that I swerved. If I dropped my phone and swerved over to the side, I'm sorry. I'm forgiving that. I really am. I don't want any. I work with every one of you, especially you. And I don't want any.
And I have no issue with you. Right. I don't, but I have.
You doing your job?
Yes,
I get that.
I have a job to do, and everything and all the sequence of events that have taken place today. Lord knows I hate it.
Meanwhile, Coker's ride arrived, and he decided to make amends with the officers involved. Nonetheless, it was still strange and disheartening to witness a police officer behaving in such a manner towards his superiors. It raises the question of how he would behave with the general public if that's how he treats his colleagues.
Station.
Yeah, go ahead. I already talked to.
After Coker left the area, he was immediately placed on administrative leave, and an internal investigation was launched into the case. After a few weeks, the investigation found Coker guilty, and he was fired from his job. Well, that brings us to the end of our video today. We witnessed 3 cases where law enforcement officers were fighting amongst themselves, trying to outdo each other. It's truly disheartening to see police officers belittling themselves, especially in the first 2 cases. It raises questions about their inflated egos and how they would fare against civilians if they weren't being respectful to their colleagues.